Welcome, everybody. This is podcast number 279. We are the XoneBros. This is your positive gaming and Xbox One community. As always, I'm joined by the bros, the XoneBros. First, it's Mr. McSpicy.
Hello.
Second is Jordan the Man.
Hello.
And I am X1. Welcome, everybody, to today's show. I wanted to start this a way that I actually hate gaming podcasts, the way they start. But I really do want to know what you guys have been playing, because you've been playing Borderlands 3. We did the review last week. McSpicy said, at least at this point so far, it's the game of the year. Let's recap. McSpicy, we're farther. We're much further now. Thoughts? Have they changed?
So
Are you enjoying it more or
found a
less?
gun. You ever see Fifth Element?
Oh, yeah, of course.
You know that gun that the guy's that douchebag guy is trying to sell to the puppet people? I don't know what race they are.
Yeah,
sorry.
Commissioner Gordon.
Yeah. Commissioner Gordon is selling to the alien race that does like everything. It's like everything, including a shave kit. You know, he's like, he shoots a bullet and he points it around and it still goes to that same area. I have that exact gun.
Dude, that's so cool.
It is. I've
Looks
used it
just
for
like
like
it.
15 levels. It's way underpowered now, but I still use it because you send out the darts, doink, and then you can just relax and shoot anywhere, and it'll go kill. You can shoot around corners. So if
Dude,
somebody's
it's
behind
so
cover,
cool.
there are some of the coolest guns you'll ever see in a
I went and
game.
got my haircut this week, as you can tell.
Ah,
looks
yes,
good.
it looks
Thank
nice.
you very
Looks
much.
good.
Thank you.
Look at
very
that.
And our barber, he's not really a first-person shooter guy, but he's been loving Borderlands.
Because it's
And he
amazing.
said he told me he had a gun that when you shoot someone, it turns them into lava.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Literally,
you
like a
kill him with it,
volcano
and
of
then it'll
lava.
just start
They
shooting
become a
lava
volcano,
everywhere.
yeah.
He becomes a volcano.
It's hilarious.
That is so cool.
There
so
are
cool.
so many cool guns. He had a gun that was as big as he was. It was quite impressive, actually. I was kind of intimidated. Speaking of our barber, but the guns in this game are so cool. I actually like this about it. 95% of the guns are crap. But
Yeah.
that sweet 5%, when you find it, you just smile. You know, it's just like any loot game. You have to sift through all the iffy ones, but when you find a gun that just speaks to you, it's really fun.
It speaks to you hard.
So back to your comment, it still is my game of the year. I love this
Wow.
game. I love this game. I have only played when I have had time to game this week. That's the only game I have played.
Yeah, you've played it really late into the evening. Mm-hmm. Well done, good
I haven't
sir.
even played Warcraft this
Well
week.
done, good sir.
Yeah.
Jordan, how
So,
about you? How does it hold up for you still? And has anything changed? Is there more that you didn't realize there was last week when we were talking about this?
Yeah, we figured out how to get iridium.
Yeah. Now I'm sporting a American flag as my skin.
Yeah, it's pretty
I
cool.
feel so patriotic. I love it. I'm running around with my alien guns and kicking butt.
As an American.
As an American flag.
As an American.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So there's the purple currency you get from completing challenges. Which, by the way, I had to dig and find where those challenges were.
Yeah, it's kind of in an odd spot.
But the game is so much fun. I have played the same missions like 10 times, and I love them because regardless of what my level is, I'm still getting good weapons.
Yeah, because their level scaling is really good.
Yeah.
I don't know how they do it, but it's really good.
Yeah.
I've played multiple missions before, and I've even gotten better guns than when I played them.
Didn't you like that level? Was it last night or the night before we played?
Yeah, the game show
the
level.
game show
So-
level. That was so much fun.
You know, the boss fight was really good, and that's another thing. The boss fights.
They're
fantastic.
They're
They're all,
mechanic
even
based.
from the first one is mechanical based, right?
Yeah. Really fun. So to answer your question, yes, I enjoy that game, and I still enjoy that game, and I
Dude.
will
Yeah.
continue to enjoy that game.
Dude, it's
'Cause I like it.
so good.
It's very good.
So good. There's a lot of games that have made huge comebacks in my life. One of them, which has made a huge comeback today,
Patty cake. No, I just-
Rainbow Six. I legitimately have not played Rainbow Six.
It's a good game.
Since launch. Since it launched. And when did it launch? Like 3 years ago? Since launch, remember we played it for like the first month or so?
Yeah.
Really good.
And it's just super fun. That game I played today for 5 straight hours. Straight. 5 of them. And it was glorious. And I had so much fun, and that's just a good. There's way more operators. Like there's operators.
Yeah.
I don't know what they do, but they're there. And
Yeah.
so I feel a little bit new in that way. But it's Rainbow Six is this. I feel like it goes like this. It's like Apex, Fortnite, PUBG. Then you've got like your Call of Duty, your Battlefield, and then Rainbow Six is right here. But it's solid. It doesn't move. It doesn't go up. It doesn't go down. It's got a great fan base.
Yep.
It's got great support from Ubisoft,
Yep.
and it's just slowly doing its thing over here. Hey, we're Rainbow Six. It's one of the best games to watch. I really enjoy watching it. It's deliberate. It's tactical. It's just so much fun. That game's making a huge comeback in my life.
No, it's really good.
Huge
and
comeback.
it's skill based, so it's like when you see good plays, you see good plays.
It's true. It is true. It is very skill based. So that got me thinking, and that's the topic of today's show: games that have made a comeback in your life. What is a game that occasionally just pops up and comes back in your life? Or is there a game that you've gone away from for a while and then
I have lots of those.
got back into? And what is it that causes you to get back into it? Today was chance. This was just complete chance with Rainbow Six. And Rainbow Six kind of has one of those like intimidation factors, like if I jump in, I'm going to get crushed. But no, they have a casual mode. It's meant to jump, and it's so fun because it's casual people.
Yeah, well, very
So
nice.
I like it. Anyways, McSpicy, you have several of those. You said games
Yeah.
that just pop back up in your life,
So I got to tell you a story.
like a disease
Like a disease.
yeah.
or an
You thought you
ex-girlfriend,
Like
cured it.
herpes.
like the hot girlfriend that is bad for you, but
But you
she's
love
just
it.
so freaking hot.
You love it when you get those
She's
texts at
so
1 a.m.
hot. Yeah, and you're like, oh, I know I shouldn't, but hey,
Yeah. So, interesting story. I do not know how many times I have bought the original game StarCraft.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, my brother.
me too.
Yeah, my brother laughed over there. Yeah.
I have a fun memory about StarCraft. It's actually one of my first memories here in Utah when I moved here. Can I tell it real quick? It's on,
Go for
it's on
it.
the StarCraft note. It involves
Go
both
for
of
it.
you.
Go for it.
So I enjoyed StarCraft growing up as well. And me and my friends, we would always because remember in the original StarCraft, you could alliance up.
Yeah.
And you just unalliance with people, right? So we would do that all the time. Anyway, so I moved
Yeah.
here.
You do that now today in
Yeah, I
games
still
with
do
me
that too.
all the
It's
time.
super fun.
You know when he's about.
Hey, that's where
we've
that comes
talked about
from.
that many times on this show. You know when David hits the wall and gets tired,
Dude.
because all his army starts lining against your allied
So it's
country.
Mark, I'm just here protecting you from the barbarians.
Yeah,
Don't
the
just
barbarians
go to war with
stop
someone else.
existing in the third era. You know,
Anyways, so I moved here. I moved here to Utah. Just young lad, and I was at McSpicy and Larry the Stuff Guys over there. James, they're brothers, right? I was at their house, and it was me and James versus Spicy and our friend Chris. In StarCraft. And I actually think it was me and James versus Spicy, Chris, and Libby or something. I don't know. It was a weird setup, and we were in the living room, and some technical problem was happening on your side, Spicy, and you're like, okay, hold on, stop, everybody, nobody move everything. And I was like, James, let's just keep attacking it. And me and James kept attacking, and Mark, I think you threw something. Like,
I can see that.
you were so mad, and I think we ended up not playing because you got so mad. Then me and James were just laughing like, we're just crushing him because something's going wrong.
I'm sure it was
Oh, it
someone
was
else's
so
computer
fun.
that I was fixing.
I think that's exactly what it
like
was.
Chris's computer goes down or pauses. I'm
I
like,
think
okay,
it was
hold on,
something
guys.
like that. And you're like, can we just pause? Everybody pause.
No,
I was like, James.
But in StarCraft, you could pause the game, right? And it'll say, Spicy paused the game. But you could unpause it.
I think
And so I paused it. I'm like, guys, hold on. I got to fix something real quick.
I was
Like a gentleman's agreement,
you know,
a ceasefire, if you will.
it was the first time I defiled James. I taught him how to defile others in StarCraft.
Gosh.
And I just remember me and James, I was like crying, laughing because I just moved here. I never saw Spicy get so mad. And I was just dying laughing, and James was like,
That's funny because
and we ended up not playing at all. Like that was it.
Douchebags.
I actually have. That's hilarious because
It's making me mad now just hearing about
Like
this.
that. He doesn't even remember it, but the emotions are coming
Pissing me
back.
off.
that's funny because when I first moved to Utah, I actually had a super similar experience with you, Mark.
Oh, okay. What's
Do
yours?
you remember when we played that game, Frontlines: Fuel of War?
Oh yes.
I don't remember this one either.
Okay, so
I don't.
okay, so there was four of us. It was another family member of
Clint.
ours. Yeah.
Okay,
And
It was
anyway,
you and Clint on the
versus
same
me
team.
versus me and David. And what was funny
And so
is
clearly there's an advantage because
yeah. This was like
Clint
his
is
first.
not
Clint's not a gamer.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
not at all.
So what was funny is you could hear chat when we're in the lobby, and we just did a 2v2, and then we'd go into game, and then it'd end, and then anyway.
And when we'd go out to chat, Mark would just be like, "Oh, I freaking hate this game."
It was so
but
because it was basically 1-on-2, right? And we just kept.
And it's because me and Jordan kept using drones. I remember we were using these drones.
That pissed me off.
Using these
It was
drones.
the cheapest crap.
And meanwhile, so we're going to the lobby, and you could just tell Mark is so pissed.
Like
and
between each round.
and me and Jordan are just like,
Because
so fun.
not only were you 2v1ing me, you were using cheap cheese tactics.
we were droning you. Though.
It's kind of like
Stop it!
it was kind of like a Welcome to Utah thing. Like you play a game with.
It was like
But
Jordan.
I was the
Spicy.
one. I'm the one who was born in Utah. You came to my domain.
Jordan, watch this. Watch what we're gonna. Welcome to Utah. Watch Spicy get
Welcome
mad.
to Utah. Usually I'm the one who's supposed to welcome you.
That was actually a fun game. It's a shame that they never went anywhere with it.
Yeah, that was a fun game.
Because it was
actually.
obviously imbalanced. I remember I was so mad.
That was like really close to the 360 launch. Like that was only 2 or 3 years after or something like that.
We got derailed, but you were talking about StarCraft
Oh, yeah.
as a game that has come back in your life many times.
Yeah, same with Diablo 2. I remember buying that. I don't even know how many times. What would happen is I would buy the CD and play it for a month with my friends online on the old BattleNet, whatever that was,
Battle.net.
But yeah, that's what it was. Which, by the way, I think Blizzard kind of paved the way for a lot of online internet gaming because back then, if it wasn't BattleNet, you had to go through. Remember GameSpy?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Do you remember-
GameSpy was terrible? Sometimes it would work, and sometimes it wouldn't.
Yeah,
It depended on the lobby actually, and whoever. And it wasn't an open source. It was like you as a gamer could create the lobby, but then you were in charge of it. And if you sucked at that, then it just wasn't happening for that game.
And there's a lot. I mean, the internet was cruel back then too. I remember my first time I played Call of Duty. This is my first match in any Call of Duty ever. Okay, I join a match. This is like old school. The first multiplayer Call of Duty. I can't even remember what it was.
Yeah, I think it was 2.
I join a match, and it was the first time I used. It was the first time I had a
TeamSpeak.
headset and a speaker. My first time ever. I joined. I think it was a GameSpy match, and I don't even know if it was Call of Duty. It was one of those it might have
Like
been a
Medal of
Clancy
Honor?
game. I think it might have been something like that. It was on a PC, I believe.
Might have been Medal of Honor because I think that was the first.
Yeah, Call of Duty came
first
after Medal
person
of Honor.
shooter, unless it was like Quake or
I
something.
think maybe did it.
Anyways, it was a map where it was a game where when you would load, it would slowly drop people into their side of the map. Okay. And you could spin around and look at what everybody's doing just while you're waiting for everything to load. And I didn't know any of the weapons. I was just like, oh, that gun looks big. I'll grab that one. Anyways, everyone's like, so I load, and all these guys are just sitting there talking. And then one guy goes, holy crap, look at that guy. He's got the 50 cal. And they all turn and look at me, and they're all laughing. Oh, this guy's going to tear it. And I guess it was a close range map, and I pulled out a sniper. I don't know what it was. But I was like, oh my gosh, the internet's scary.
Oh, you guys, these old men are making fun of me.
They're making fun of me. I don't know. I just grabbed a gun that looked great.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Thanks for helping me out.
Anyways, back to what I don't know what made me revive. Oh, you guys hazing me. That's what I have flashbacks of you being douchebags. Anyways,
Was it us being douchebags or us having fun?
I think those go hand in hand. I believe that you can't have one without the other. Oh, sorry. Thank you, Death Star, for that.
Yes.
Woo!
You are now live.
You
in
are
the annals
live. I'm just
of
going to let it
history.
play out.
This is on the podcast.
That's
for
the
forever.
noise. That's the noise that happens when we are streaming games.
We forgot to turn it off.
Yep, it is now off.
It's now in the annals of history.
You
the
have
XoneBros
been
history.
permanently
Thank you, Death Star.
sketched into the tree trunk of our show. Anyway, so yeah,
But these games they made comebacks in your
so
life.
StarCraft was one. I bought that game probably 15 times, and I'd always head to Target.
Well, and then remember you could get the pack. You had to get the chest. With
I
all the
never bought the
expansions.
battle
Oh,
chest
really?
because by then I
Well, then it got. Did you ever have it where it was on your computer? You just didn't have the CD, so I just had to go buy the CD. It was already installed. You know.
I lost that disc so many times.
Yeah,
As
back
a
when
kid,
you had
you're
key
just like,
codes.
yeah. I would actually remember that game had the spawn system where you could install it, and then I would try to fudge the key code because I didn't have the booklet anymore that had the key code or whatever. I had the disc, but it was the key code that mattered. Anyways, they had the Spawn system where you could install it on your friends and still play it over a dial-up network. If you remember that.
Yeah.
Anyways, the key system was really loose back then. And so you'd be like, okay, 15655 enter. Dang it. 66556 enter. No, and you could sit there for about 10 minutes, and then one would work, and then you could play with your friends again.
That is hilarious. And for the record, that actually was Fitzy gifting that to Death Star. So thank you, Fitzy. Yes,
that's funny. So that was that game and Diablo 2 I bought a million times. Nowadays in my life now, there are games that piss me off that I'll uninstall off my Xbox, and then like 2 months later I'll reinstall
Overwatch.
Overwatch is that game.
Yeah, it's still Blizzard.
Blizzard.
Blizzard's been around in your life for a while.
Man. They make good games.
Yeah,
Well, it's usually the Blizzard games.
Jordan,
that
how
come
about you?
back to.
Games that come back in your life that just pop up every once. I know one that you're going to say. Obviously, go ahead.
What?
World of Warcraft.
No.
Oh, it doesn't
No,
pop
I'm
up
just kidding.
back
No,
up in
yeah,
your
it
life.
does
Yeah,
every
okay.
time.
Every time.
Once
it
every
pops
2
back up.
years.
Just pops its
No,
head
just
up
kidding.
above water, and Jordan.
No, currently
snatches
right
it.
now, yeah. No, it's to go along with Mark. It's usually the Blizzard games. Like a while ago, we just started playing Heroes of the Storm again.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good answer.
Yeah.
Because
And
we
then,
get in there and get our butts whipped 5 times, and then we go to another game.
Yeah, I'm like, this is why we don't play this anymore. Oh yeah, that's right. This is why we stopped playing it. I think I have more like surprise games. Like, you know what games like surprised me that I still play now is like Paladins. Remember we started playing Paladins? Like
Paladins
that game
is
is just,
fun.
Yeah, it was
High-res
it was
studios,
surprisingly fun. Same with Realm Royale, and I play
Yeah.
those. They kind of stay in the rotation.
That's also High Res Studios.
and they know what they're doing.
There you go. They know what they're doing. They do a really good job, actually.
Yeah.
Mine is Minecraft.
Nah,
Minecraft and Forza. Those games just they pop up.
Which
Go away
But
from
do
them
you
for a while.
play? Do you play the newest Forza, or do you ever go back to an old Forza?
Oh no, it's the newest one.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
true.
It's like,
Okay,
I don't
so
know if
doesn't
that
count.
counts.
That doesn't count then.
Yeah,
they just haven't made a
that's
new
a real
one yet.
dumb answer. I want to point that out to everybody.
we all recently just did Halo.
Halo.
that-
Yeah, recently Halo.
I always go back to that one.
That is true. Minecraft for me though is always a comeback. I'm making Big Ben right now. Notre Dame was just finished in the realm.
Oh, wow.
Very nice.
Holy crap! Psychotic has done it. Holy crap! You got to see it. It's amazing. Like it will blow your mind. It's the coolest thing in the realm to date.
That's
so I'm
cool.
building Big Ben right next to it.
Are they going to
Because
come?
we can't let the French win.
Are they going to come to us instead of Ubisoft for their recreation when they start rebuilding?
Yeah,
I think they're
yeah.
going to come to us.
there you go.
I think they're going to tap.
next time it burns
Psychotic.
down?
Yeah. I think they're calling Psychotic because it looks amazing. Anyways, I think it's just cool.
Where's it at? I got to jump in and see it. I might do
It's
that
out by
tonight.
the international airport that I've also
Where's the
built.
airport at?
Past the mall.
I know.
Oh, yeah, I know where the mall
I know
is,
where
Just
the
keep
mall
going
is, yeah.
past the mall.
Hey, what do you think of my house? I kind of got into it for a
Yeah, I
while
like
and
it.
then fell
I
off.
like it.
It's kind of gold and
Yeah, it's
diamond.
gold now. It's updated. It's
kinda like-
it's a little flamboyant for my taste, but it's good.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
kind of like if a pimp lived there.
It is.
You know?
It's like Jordan's pimp whorehouse.
kind of. Yeah, that's what I was.
It's that 1985 Biff Tower.
It's also
yeah,
the-
that's
it is
what I was.
also-
That was the
It is also the
inspiration.
shape of a giant penis. It all fits. It all fits well. A
Wait,
giant
is it
gold.
really?
It's a giant gold penis.
Is it
It
really?
is. It's like it's just straight up.
It kind of is.
It is.
That's interesting.
that's quite large, Jordan.
Jordan,
Your home is
uh,
quite large.
Jordan, why so big? And it looks like a pimp's tower. Jordan's pimp house of pleasure.
Jordan's House of Pleasure. I should name it that on
You
the
should
sign.
actually now.
Yeah.
That's the red light district.
Can you set up
Mario?
like-
That's why
Can you
Mario's
set
right
up
there.
like neon lights that flash?
Yeah. We're gonna make that now. That is now the red light district. I mean, Mario's right there.
No, he is. He is. He's
Mario's right there. And we all know the Italian plumbers like their red light districts.
Yes.
Okay. Anyways, yeah, I like
Anyways,
it.
now that I brought up wieners, we can continue with the show.
I like it. It's our obligatory wiener speak. Once an episode.
Once an episode, we just gotta check that off the list.
Check.
And,
Anyways, I just think it's interesting. The games they pop back into our lives. I like it. It got brought up in chat earlier, and I thought, I wonder what games have come up in our lives. So there you go. Let's move on to the next segment of our show.
All
Oh
right.
baby, yes, this is the news segment. This is the portion of the show where we go over the news. Jordan, tell us what is happening in the world that is Xbox One this week.
Well, we got new Game Pass
I
games.
downloaded that today.
Yes, because this game looks awesome. Two games I'm really
Bloodstained.
excited for. So on Game Pass Ultimate, right now,
Bloodstained.
Bloodstained.
Dude,
This is kind of a Castlevania. It's actually from the original creator of Castlevania, I believe.
It's-
Really? It is?
Yeah.
It looks super cool. The graphics on it, super. I literally downloaded
Bloodstained
it
Ritual
this
of the
morning.
Night. That's what. Yeah. No, it looks really, really cool.
Yeah. And
Sorry, I thought you were going to say more about that. It's
No, I
coming out awkward.
downloaded it, so I'm really excited
Oh,
to play
okay,
it.
yeah. So I'm not like a huge 2D person, but I think this game.
Well, I'm starting to
like
get,
it's super cool.
McSpicy's kind of inspired me. I'm starting to get into these types of games. I played Enter the Gungeon for the first time in my life this last week. Blew my mind.
That's a good game.
That game is super fun. Now, I know it's not the same as like a Bloodstain, but still, I've always looked at those games and be like, oh, this is just not for me. But when you jump in, they're fun.
They're way fun.
Way fun.
Yeah.
yeah.
So I downloaded Bloodstain because I
Wait,
like
you're
the way
not
it
a
looked.
2D guy? You're not? Really?
Well, I mean, it really depends.
Well, not a huge 2D. Are
Not-
you
not-
an average,
Not huge. I'm
average
average
size 2D
yeah.
guy?
Yeah.
He's an average.
So, no, there's some games that I really like that are 2D. This one just like speaks to me, art style, because I like
Dude.
that. Basically, the Castlevania art style, that
Yeah,
gothic noir, you know what I
Yeah,
mean, type
yeah, it's
style,
awesome.
that
And-
like Bloodborne.
James,
type
can we
style,
pull
you
up
know?
a trailer for Bloodstained? Yeah. Just Bloodstained. What is the name? Is there?
It's called Bloodstained Ritual of the Night.
Ritual of the Night.
So they say
Big
it's
Spicy.
the,
It will blow your mind.
They say it's a spiritual successor to some of the Castlevania,
Castlevania
games.
games, yeah.
But I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, anybody, but I believe it's the original. Down one more. I believe it's the original creator of the. Well, you can skip halfway through
yeah.
and get some gameplay.
Oh yeah.
I believe it's the original director or the original creator of Castlevania,
Oh, is
which
it?
is really
Okay.
cool. Yeah, so I believe. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Anybody in chat or anybody like that? but
Oh,
that's why-
snap. And it's got
It's
RPG,
RPG
elements?
Oh, yeah,
man.
yeah.
Wait
Wait
till
till
she,
you get to
wait
the
till she starts
gameplay,
fighting.
yeah,
I
so-
really like it.
But it's
Look how cool that looks! That looks so cool.
it's a side-scrolling game with 3D environment, which is I just think is a really cool art style. And it's got that gothic-y look, right? That Castlevania art style, which I really like.
The animations look interesting. It doesn't look very tight.
Watch
They
when
say
the
it's
gameplay goes,
fantastic.
dude. It's so cool. Oh, look at that! I just love the way it looks.
You just like that you're a 15-year-old girl in a skirt running
no,
around.
she's 18.
She's 18? She's definitely legal.
She's 18.
No, it just looks cool. Look at and the bad guys. Oh, I was watching a bunch of gameplay today. It's got rave reviews. It's been on the Switch. Just very excited about this. It's now
So
on
there's
Game
boss
Pass.
fights, it looks like, too?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
It's
yeah.
now on. It's now.
No,
on
I've heard
Game
it's
Pass.
excellent, right? And if you're a Castlevania fan, they say you'll like this game. So, very cool. I'm excited for it. I am going to download it and try it out this week.
I'm
Maybe tonight.
I'm one step ahead of you.
I don't know.
One step ahead of you.
Also, so September 19th, which is today, that came out
Okay.
on Xbox Game Pass, which is fantastic. The other big one, Jump Force. Remember we played this at E3?
Yeah, I call it Bro Force.
Bro Force. It is. So this is the basically anime fighting mashup game. If you've
Okay.
never heard of it, you played it with us at E3
Yeah.
as well. Remember?
Yeah.
yeah. It's pretty awesome. So Jump Force is now on Game Pass. Bloodstained Ritual of the Night is now on Game Pass, and on September 26th, check this out. We get Bad North,
Boom.
Dirt Rally 2.0,
Oh, Dirt
and
Rally.
one that I'm actually excited for,
Yeah.
Lego Worlds, which
Oh,
is
that's
basically
right. It's Minecraft, but with Legos.
Legos, yeah,
Well, it's not
exactly.
really Minecraft because it's like an event. It's like an adventure mode, but it's kind of in the same vein. You can build with Legos.
Yeah, I would describe it as Minecraft with Legos.
Yeah.
Which is great because, I mean, when Hearthstone came out, I was excited because I don't have to go to the store and buy card packs anymore. Maybe with Lego
Yeah.
Worlds, I can just buy the Lego packs. through
And
the-
not
yeah,
have
I
to
know.
move your fingers anymore.
Yeah.
Like, physically.
Yeah, I love
You
it.
can just move them.
Very cool.
OKC Wild in chat says that yes, Bloodstain was made by one of the developers from
Okay.
Castlevania. His name is Koji Igarashi.
Awesome.
Very
Awesome.
cool.
I don't know
Thank
if he
you
was the
very much,
original creator or
OKC.
not, but anyway. Oh, I think he was. Yes, he was. Anyway. Oh, also, for Game Pass Ultimate on PC, Shadow Warrior 2. Which is,
Yeah.
if you haven't heard of it, I know Mark
Yeah.
has. It's
Yeah.
basically,
What they did was they took a game and they added testosterone.
yeah,
And then they were like, how can we fit more testosterone into this game?
Jet fuel.
And then they added it, and then they added more, and then they added swords and blood and rock music and everything else that you could fit as much testosterone in a game.
This is Shadow
basi-
Warrior?
Yeah, Shadow Warrior 2. It's basically
Really?
a hardcore action game.
James,
And
come,
they're
with
not
a bunch
even
of
can we get a
weapons.
trailer for Shadow
Yeah.
Warrior? I've got to see this.
It's a hardcore action game with tons
when he
of
says
guns.
hardcore action
and,
game. Yeah.
and
have you guys played it or you've just seen it?
no, I played it a
Shadow
little bit.
Warrior? Is
Yes,
that
Shadow
what-
Warrior 2. So it's
Yo.
a hardcore action game with a ton
This
of
will
guns.
blow your mind.
And then
You got to
they
change
decide,
the rating. Change
Yeah.
the rating of the show right now.
Oh, really?
And then they decide to make the guy a samurai.
12 bloody minutes.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm
I got
telling you.
Titles are
Okay, we got to see this.
So it's a hardcore action game as a samurai.
Yeah, see, then they added swords. Just like I said, this is their formula.
it's a formula that works.
Yeah, they are
Yes.
adding as much testosterone into one single game.
And it's first person.
All right.
Yeah, and it's like fast first person. It's like just
Like,
Oh,
look,
and
he has
there's
a
guns?
samurai gun.
Just
Wait,
watch.
is this PvP multiplayer or
no,
what is
it's,
this?
it's a story game.
It's story driven.
Oh, really?
The
I mean, it's
first,
beautiful.
like-
it looks good.
like-
it looks good.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
dude,
know,
Oh,
and
and
you got
apparently
magic.
you got
Just
magic
wait.
powers.
You got magical
just wait
powers,
till
too.
the fighting. Like it's so. We're watching
trying
just
to
some
find
gameplay
some.
trailer.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, it's.
Oh, look at he just blew up the chimney.
yeah, dude.
Oh my goodness, with a shotgun. It's samurais with shotguns.
Yeah.
Why would I
telling
go
you.
against a shotgun with a sword?
Because
'Cause
they
you-
had a fan blade thing.
Oh.
You know, he's
Look,
back.
he's back. Yeah, bro. It was
So
not
now,
gonna work.
yeah.
Whoa.
just and this isn't even it. Usually there's
Whoa.
like 50 people you're fighting. That must be like a boss dude.
So it's like a modern.
Yeah, there's
oh,
this-
here we go. Here we go. Oh, dude, look at
And there's
he's chopping up
aliens
these goblins.
that
Yeah.
grow up.
I'm telling you, the formula is not coherent storyline. The formula is testosterone.
Dude, he just froze them in the air and chopped them in half.
Yeah, it's a pretty epic game. So this
Wow.
is now on the
Game Pass.
on PC.
Oh, on PC,
yeah.
Game Pass Ultimate. Okay.
Game Pass Ultimate.
Why
So-
have we not played this?
I have.
I played it.
Yeah, we. This is came out a while ago. I mean, look, now he's Wolverine. I mean,
The opening sequence is just amazing. You should just get it and then play that, and then you'll be like, you're good for the week. Yeah, you don't even
That
need
was-
to watch John Wick after this one.
That was too much man for me. I'm done.
very cool. And then, like I said, on the 26th, we had to cover Dirt Rally 2, Lego Worlds, and Bad North, which is really cool. Call of Duty.
You just said really cool and very cool multiple times.
That's because it's really cool.
Well, we just
and
watched Testosterone.
Yeah.
It wasn't a video. We literally watched Testosterone.
Oh, very cool.
do you want to know what else is very cool and really cool?
Yes.
Call of Duty Modern Warfare open beta,
Beta,
this
right now.
weekend. I've downloaded it on my PC. I'll be downloaded on my Xbox later today. If you pre-order the game, you actually get to play it today.
Yeah.
Which is super cool. This game looks fantastic.
Dude.
I love the
Well,
realism.
you guys played it already.
Well, we played the 2v2 mode, which was really
Yeah.
fun, and the guns felt heavy, but I'm excited to try the regular modes.
Yeah. The guns felt great in
Yeah,
the
really
earlier
good.
one.
So I'm really excited for this game. I think it's going to be.
How
I
long
think it's
is-
a good step.
How long is the beta? I don't have a lot of time in the next couple days.
I believe it's through the weekend. So
Okay, I could probably play on Sunday. I
yeah.
hope.
So it,
Well, by then the servers will probably be working. So
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, we'll open. So right now it's the private beta, which is just all your pre-order people that get
Yeah.
it right now, and then open beta begins tomorrow, Friday the 20th.
Can we recap real quick? What is it about? You guys got in the closed beta. What was it that made you so excited for this game?
gunplay.
Tight gunplay.
It felt good.
Compared to past Call of Duties. Like,
Well,
why
'cause it
why
was
this
like
one?
Reality. You're grounded in reality, right? You're not using
And
know,
I have not played.
Batman hooks to jump
I
across
mean,
the map and stuff, right?
Call of Duty is just it's iconic. It's fun. It was fun in the past, right? I have a lot of nostalgia for a lot of good games that were made in the Call of Duty series. But the gunplay feels like it's almost like an action battlefield. It's hard to describe, but the gunplay feels so good. You feel the shots. You feel
Yeah.
getting hit.
It's impactful.
And it just I was surprised a lot when I played it how good the game felt, which is
It's an updated.
I can't even-
Ultimately, it's an updated modern Call of Duty
it's a
That they-
Call of Duty with some crunch.
Well,
that
they're
they haven't
using-
had in a while.
Well,
they're-
it's a new engine,
Yeah,
right?
a
So
whole new
it
engine.
feels different.
It looks pretty.
Yeah, it's beautiful. We're watching the trailer right now.
You're grounded in reality, which I like. You know, I mean, I like going back in time and I like going to the future, right? But that's been saturated a lot
Sure.
lately, right? So it's nice
Well,
to have something.
I'll tell you what it
different,
has.
you know?
Having played Rainbow Six today, it has a Rainbow Six look to it as
Yeah.
well.
It's kind of a yeah.
Well, again, in that game, like when you take a shot, it's impactful. You feel it.
Yeah.
Right. You know, it's good.
It's like Rainbow Six, but more like it's like an in between Rainbow Six Battlefield, but even just a little bit more arcade.
but a
Yeah.
knob turned up.
little bit of Call of Duty in there,
Yeah.
right?
It's yeah. And
And that's a formula that you guys enjoyed.
It was really fun. My only concern I have is the spawn system. That's what got me off of the series. I hated seeing myself killing a guy in his own kill cam when he spawned behind me and killed me.
Yeah.
And the fact that they did that on purpose was a big turnoff for the series. If the spawn system works well, this is going to be in my rotation for
Oh
sure.
yeah, definitely.
I'm
Well,
definitely
and
buying it to play it and find out.
It'll
has a lot
be
of
interesting
potential.
because we've been watching. You've been seeing like this big streaming event that they had, and when you watch the spawn system, it looks like it's decent, right? Like you're being spawned away from the action. You know, I didn't really see any spawn camping, although all the maps are new, right? I
Well,
mean, it's a new game. But
Yeah, the gameplay we played, it was a 2v2 one life.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
So
yeah.
you couldn't see
So
any
I,
spawn.
when they did the streaming event and they all played all the different modes
Yeah.
when they were showing the streaming, it looked like they weren't spawning.
Yeah.
I don't want to say randomly, but next to other players, right? Which is, it looked like the spawn system was decent, right? But
Yeah.
we'll find out for sure, of course, when we play it this weekend.
I
and
mean,
then, of
I don't
course,
think I've
later.
talked to anybody that's played it and is not
'Cause it's
super excited for
it's
it.
surprising. It feels different. It feels different. And the Call of Duty formula is popular because it's fun.
Well, on top of that, it's different than any other first-person shooter out there, right? Like, I mean, that's really what it feels like.
Well,
The
and-
most exciting, polished first-person.
Well, the
shooter,
thing is they're not.
PvP.
What's nice, and this is what I like about Borderlands, right? Borderlands 3, they're not reinventing the wheel here, right? But they're adding features like if you're watching the stream live right now, they're adding cool features like, for one, the guns and stuff, they all feel impactful, right? Which I think is really good. That there's a cover mechanic now,
Yeah, the
right?
cover system
where you
looks good.
lean, stuff
Yeah.
like that. There's another mechanic where you can slowly open doors and then throw a grenade in and then bash them open. Like, all these little... I don't know if you want to call them quality of life or little updates that they do. Same with Borderlands
They
3,
add
right? I don't
up.
think Borderlands 3 is reinventing the wheel, but they added all these quality of life and little cool new features, like in Borderlands 2, the alternate fire weapons, right? That all add up to, like Mark said, a fantastic game, right? So I don't think, and I think this might be a common misconception, right? I don't think you need to reinvent the wheel to have a great game. I just think you need to have a solid formula with good gameplay elements and good game design, which is what Borderlands 3 did, and what I think as of right now, what Call of Duty is doing, right?
Yeah.
So anyway, this weekend starts tomorrow for everybody. Like I said, I've already downloaded it on the PC. I'm downloading it on the Xbox when it comes out tomorrow. It'll be exciting. I believe they're testing cross-play servers as well. So that's why I downloaded it on both to...
Okay.
So when you watch different modes, Jordan, did they have, in the mode we played, life was permanent, right? So when you would get shot, 50% of your health went off, you couldn't get that
Yeah.
back. Were the other modes like that as well? Or
I think like this mode right here that we're watching right now on stream is just your typical deathmatch mode, so your life does regen.
it regens?
But being Call of Duty, your life is a little bit more realistic anyway. Like 2 or 3 bullets take you out.
Yeah.
A headshot will always take you out, right?
You're not going to
know?
hear that thump, 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 thump.
Yeah,
And then they
forever.
shoot you.
Yeah, you're not, no shields, no anything like that, no health packs or adrenaline, right? From what I know of, from what we can see. But the mode I'm excited for is the realism mode, especially the realism mode. So what the realism mode does is it takes away the HUD and everything like that, right? But the realism mode on the night maps, which means you have to use your night vision goggles, I'm super excited for those.
That is exciting.
Because anyway, super exciting. We'll find out tomorrow, and throughout the weekend we'll get to play, which is really cool. And then I believe the game comes out in, is it November? October? I don't know. It comes out soon.
It comes out October.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
That's their normal
October
rotation.
25th, I want to say.
Yeah. So also we have free play days, which is just what Xbox does. This is this weekend. So today's the 19th. This weekend we're gonna have 3 free play days of Dead by Daylight, which is your 4v1
Yeah.
game. Or is
I've
it
watched a
5v1?
lot of people stream this. A lot of people, it's on a lot of
Yeah.
people's favorite game to play with friends.
Looks fun. We're also gonna have Just Cause 4.
Oh, the physics.
Another testosterone
physics
filled game.
sandbox.
Another that's the testosterone engine, I believe.
Yeah, that's what they called it, yeah. And then another game called Terra Tech. And if you decide to get these games this weekend, again, today's the 19th, right? So if you're listening to before the weekend here, the weekend starts tomorrow, which will be the 20th throughout, right? Anyway, if you decide to buy these games, they have insane deals, right?
Insanity.
Yeah, so Just Cause 4 Standard Edition, which is normally $60, $19.80.
Boom.
67%
Very well done.
off, right? Dead by Daylight, normally $30, $15. $50
Big time
off, right?
discount.
So Terra Tech, $22 normally, $11.50.
11. That's half off.
That's half off.
Exactly.
So anyway, super cool, free play days. I like playing games
Me
for
too.
free. So, all right, Apex Legends, crypto.
Crypto. I've seen crypto in game. That's right.
Yeah.
In game.
Yeah, that's what they're saying. And
There's,
then
it's can I explain
Oh,
it here real
please.
quick? Sorry,
Please,
I don't
go
mean to
ahead.
jump in. I know it's a criticism that I cut you off on the news all the time.
it's okay.
But you know what?
Excitement. I don't care.
No.
You tell me who's saying that. I'll
let
go
me
over.
tell.
I'll talk
Let me
to
tell
him.
you. Let me tell you. Wraith. There's this area in Apex Legends. It's like this area where Wraith is, right? Like it's her. You go through her portal, and it brings you down, and it brings you out.
Her apartment, like her house.
Yeah, no, it's like this facility.
Yeah, this is starting to sound like a lot of innuendo.
Anyways, you're going down through, and you go through into this facility, and this is where like a lot of people are starting. So it's crazy hard to see crypto because that's if you're there, you're fighting off 20 other people. but there's a door that you can kick open, and when you kick open the door,
Is he in the
there's
bathroom?
there's a glass wall, and there's a big computer on the other side of the glass wall, and there's a guy typing on it, and he looks and he sees you looking at him, and he pulls out like a disc or something, and there's like a floating like Destiny robot, ghost behind him,
yeah.
and he runs off. It's so cool. That's the coolest
Wow.
Easter egg ever. It's so cool. I love
Well,
it.
they were saying shortly after players
Like you have
found
to
that.
when you go for it, you have to run for that door, or
'Cause
else
everyone
or
else
it's
is
gone.
going
to
there.
get it, yeah. So shortly after they found it,
or you're being killed.
yeah. Shortly after the players found that in game, they released this little cinematic, I guess, little anime cinematic of the story behind Crypto, and he will be the new legend,
Yeah.
and he will be launching with season 3.
Did they say what his abilities are going to be?
They haven't shown any of that yet, and I believe they'll probably
Right there.
wait.
That's exactly. So that I think is supposed to be. Oh no, it's not.
No,
Okay,
this is
never
like
mind,
his
'cause that's not the
origin,
area.
right? Yeah,
But that's
yeah.
basically what you see him do is he's hacking into a computer and he takes it. He
Yeah,
takes
at the,
something out and runs away.
It's Hacker Man.
At the end of this cinematic that you see, which I actually really like. I really dig the animation. I don't know why.
Because it looks like an anime.
Well, no, but like it's a different style. You know what I mean? Like it's I dig the style. If you haven't seen it, it's pretty cool. But at the end, it kind of
Right
shows
there.
what
That's
his-
what's behind him. Yeah, that's what's floating behind him.
yeah. Peter Dinklage, right?
Yeah, Peter Dinklage is there behind him.
Yeah, the ghost.
Floating.
That's
Dinklebot.
funny.
Yeah.
The Dinklebot.
Dinklebot.
Anyway, so he will be the next legend.
Very cool.
He will be coming out.
He's a robot.
He's like
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 half-
Genji.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know if he's gonna have a sword or not, but
Half
you know,
robot, half
man,
ninja,
yeah.
half pig.
Has a brother and they fought. You know, same thing, same
Yeah.
story,
It's exciting.
same story, different guy.
Dude, Apex is so fun. They just had a mode, shoddy sniper mode that I've been playing a lot.
Awesome.
Super fun. That's a good way to get to know all the.
I have a
shotguns
question
and
for you
snipers,
because I
actually.
want to get into Apex. 'Cause
Yeah.
I think it's a tight shooter.
It is.
I think
It's
a
Titanfall.
really, I think it's a really
It's
good battle
Titanfall.
royale game.
Yeah.
The problem is I don't have very many friends. So
I mean, that's Apex isn't going to help you with that.
Well,
You've
no,
gotta
no, no,
go-
Yeah, I believe that's called social skills.
Yeah.
no, what I'm saying
know some people
is
you
our
could talk
time
to.
schedules are very different.
Yeah.
Can I play solo and still have
Yeah,
a good
that's what I
time
do.
and get better?
I
You
play,
know what I mean?
I play solo and have a great time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because that's
It's-
why I was really bummed out that I actually
You
want to
know why you
mode.
this game is built for solo more than any other battle royale because
Ironically.
you can communicate without communicating.
Oh, yeah,
like you
yeah.
communicate with their ping system is amazing. I'm running around like, hey guys, I need a shield. Boom. Hey, I found a shield over here. Boom. Hit down button. Thank you. Like it's so
Thank you.
seamless and perfect.
That's how I talk to people in real life, actually.
Boom. Hey
Guys, I need this.
Down
Ah.
button. Thank you.
No, it is the game that if you want to play solo, I mean, because you're playing on a team, but you can do
Well,
it
yeah,
without
yeah.
having to jump into chat. You don't need friends. Their ping system has eliminated the need for friends.
I love a game that does that.
Yeah, that's it.
Borderlands has a ping system.
Obviously.
Borderlands has a ping system.
Yeah, Apex.
I don't
just
think.
does
So.
it-
I think Apex is seriously like the best communication
It
ping system
is,
I've ever
and
seen
you
in my
don't
life.
notice it until
And it's so simple.
You don't notice it until you're really trying to do stuff. Like until I didn't start noticing it until I'm starting to get good and get some kills, or not good, but better. And then you're like starting to actually communicate,
Yeah.
right? And it's just like, wow, this is amazing.
Well, because I mean I like battle royale games. I really do. Right. I like Fortnite. I really like Realm Royale because I like the mechanics that they have. But I always watch people play Apex, and I just think it's so fun. And it's
It
because
is.
of that Titanfall gameplay.
Yeah.
You know. So anyway, that's why I'm curious. I always want to go back to it, but I feel held back because I'm like, I don't want to jump in, and you know.
Yeah. No, jump in, dude.
And then
It's fun.
Then you get that dirty message on Xbox Live.
Don't even worry
you
about
know.
it. Jump in.
Then you know those ones.
I know.
My
you know.
Xbox Live is filled. It has 99 plus. Like I can't, so I don't see anyone's messages because I never look because it's just permanently.
Mark used to have actually copy and pastable messages replies.
I still have those if you guys need some.
I mean, now with the
I had like
Xbox
30,
on
depending on the
PC.
situation and depending how much of a douchebag they were. I had it ranked.
We should provide those as a free
Yeah, as a free-
download
PDF.
over on our website.
Just
Copy and paste replies.
All you do
on
is
Xbox
on your
Live.
phone. So they have the app for
Or
Xbox.
you can use your PC even if you're at a PC.
Oh, if you had a PC, yeah.
Yeah.
And I just would be like, okay, this guy's a douchebag. Let's copy number 17.
and he has it ranked, like
Paste.
a real douche or just like
Yeah.
he's kind of
and paste. And some of them got really good. Like, I bet they cried.
real jabs. So anyway, so Crypto, which is he's coming out, he's going to drop with season 3 on October 1st, so not too far away, which is really cool. So coming up soon. This story actually I thought was very interesting. So Dragon Age Star Wars writer, one of the writers for the team, I believe his name
will
is
crush what? What did he say? That will crush your dreams.
Yeah. So we'll. I mean, it's anyway.
Crush your dreams.
His name.
Wait, is that a good thing or a bad thing?
it's a good
no,
thing.
it's a good thing. So
Why do they will crush your dreams and make you homeless?
his
It's a good thing.
his name is David Gator.
He's got a cool name.
Yeah, he is. Anyway, he's a veteran BioWare writer, so he's worked on BioWare
A veteran
games.
BioWare. Oh, so he's
Yeah, so
okay.
he's been there a while.
I gotcha.
So he's worked on quite a few games with BioWare writing. He is starting a new studio called Summerfall Studios. It's a new Melbourne, Australia-based studio, which is very cool. He is forming it with Liam Elser. You'll know him from Obsidian Entertainment.
He's brother to Liam Neeson.
No, it's
Elser.
their surname that makes them brothers.
Dang it. I always get that one mixed up.
Not their first names.
He was a developer for Obsidian, which Obsidian did Fallout New Vegas. I
Yeah.
believe they're actually doing the new Outer Worlds.
Yeah, they are.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
That's
but,
coming out soon too,
yeah,
November.
very soon.
Right?
You know
Or no,
what?
I think it's sooner.
Sorry, total off topic. Do you know what game snuck out under the radar and I haven't played it yet?
Greedfall.
Oh yeah. What are we doing?
Yeah.
Speaking
That's
of
a good
Dragon Age, I've heard it's like a classic Dragon Age
It's-
storytelling BioWare game.
It's getting rave reviews.
Yeah.
I think Ronan in chat is playing it quite heavily
Ronan,
and loves it.
Let me know how it is because I was really interested in that game and I think it came out the day before Gears of War or something
Greedfall.
like that. And,
Yeah.
But anyway, so David Gator from BioWare, he was a writer, and Liam Elser, a developer from Obsidian, started this new studio called Summerfall Studios. They are making a new game, which I think David, you will really like. It's an illustrated character-driven adventure title is what they're describing it as. Now, the first time I read that, I kind of thought of like a...
I don't know. Yeah, I think
Well, the
Telltale
first,
game?
I think
yeah, that's what
Telltale's.
I thought, right? The first time I read that. I don't know if that's what it's going to be, right? I mean, that's just what they're quoting it as, right? But interesting, right?
Yeah. No, I bet what I picture honestly is like a point and click adventure, and I know it's probably not going to be point and click.
That would
but
be
that's-
awesome.
That where you're like
love point and
exploring
click adventures.
and
Monkey Island?
you're solving stuff like
Yeah.
Monkey Island. See, yeah, that's
Day
where my
of the
mind.
Tentacle?
That's where my mind
Day of
went.
the Tentacle, I love that
So I'm
game.
going to stick with my instinct and say it's going to be something more along those lines.
That'll be interesting. Anyway, they're going to put it on Kickstarter very soon, and the campaign will go... Wait. Oh, sorry. The Kickstarter campaign will go live on October 10th, which is really cool. So we'll probably get a little bit more information there. But I just think this is cool. You got some pretty hefty resumes behind the two guys leading this
I mean,
new...
you just say the writer from BioWare, and that is a
And you're like,
huge
That's a huge
part of the
resume.
resume.
Yeah.
yeah.
When
I think he helped...
A veteran.
I think they helped George
Writer.
R.R. Martin.
Except for then we find out he's just the punctuation guy.
Yeah. He's like the spell check
He's the guy that just
He's the guy that corrects your grammar.
He's just the guy that took it.
I
and-
hate those people.
You know, he's just the guy that took the dialogue and made it closed caption.
No, and then you got a developer from Obsidian, who I think is a good developer. I mean, you got Fallout New Vegas, which is really good. New game coming out, Outer Worlds, which is looking to be really cool. Basically Fallout, essentially, right?
Yeah.
An old school
I mean,
Fallout. but-
Microsoft owns Obsidian, so boom,
Ooh, dirty.
dirty pop.
All right, Destiny 2. Let's
We got
jump
some
into
plans.
this. So we got
They've got a
some,
new-
yeah.
They've got a new
So
pass thing.
basically, what's going on? And I mean, everybody kind of probably already knew this. So the big expansion's coming out soon, Shadowkeep, right? Just in a short little while here. But Destiny 2 is basically Bungie's got a lot of fun, cool, big changes coming down the line. So which basically is what it sounds like. Is you remember a long time ago when they told us they had a 10-year plan?
I remember that.
Yeah. I think they're actually going to start that now. And I think they're going to call it the 5-year plan now because we're already 5 years.
Because we're 5 years later.
That's yeah. They're like, oh shoot. So, but anyway, basically, with this new update that's coming out, Shadowkeep, the new expansion, is going to be the launch of like their start for all these new changes, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Or all these new ideas that they have. Like, for example, in Shadowkeep, they're doing the Armor 2.0, is what they're calling it, which basically means, in layman's terms, is stats are actually going to matter. Which, funny enough, hey, in an RPG game where you collect armor, shouldn't stats matter anyway?
It makes sense.
Well, Bungie's taking over.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Yeah.
They're doing their thing now, right?
Yeah.
So, which will be interesting. So, and it's so anyway, they just came out and talked about how they have a lot of stuff in the pipeline, a lot of new changes coming. They're excited for the future of Destiny. Which after seeing Shadowkeep, I mean, I kind of am
really
too.
good.
Yeah. So and basically they wanna make it so like Shadowkeep, for example, will be the start of I believe it starts season 3, which will then start a cohesive story, almost similar to kind of what ESO is doing. How all this year has it been the Year of the Dragon or something like that, but it's the Elsewhere expansion. Every update that comes out progresses that same story, right?
That
like
is
you're
cool.
You know what I mean? Like it's
Like
not
like the living
yeah,
like the
yeah,
living
exactly,
world
right?
in
Or
Guild Wars.
even what
living story.
even what Warcraft does nowadays, right? Like there's patch 8.0, which is the launch of the expansion.
Smart.
Then 8.1 releases the next chapter, which is a continuation of that story, so on and so
Yeah.
forth, right? So basically, that's what it sounds like Destiny 2 is doing, starting with Shadowkeep, which will be really cool. So
Yeah, that is the well done, Destiny. Congratulations.
all right,
This is
two very
exciting.
exciting stories. One is probably my story of the week.
Terminator.
A new Terminator game. And it just came out of nowhere. So Terminator Resistance takes place 30 years after James Cameron's Terminator 2.
Wait, that's in 10 years or like 6 years from now, right? Because Terminator 2 came out, what, 91?
99, yeah. I actually think we're past 10 years from.
91. No, we're real close to it because 91, 2001, it's 10 years.
2021.
Yeah, but Terminator 2
2011.
came out in 1984.
No, that was Terminator 1.
Oh, that was Terminator 1. You're right.
Terminator 2 was like 90s.
91.
I was right, 91?
Yeah, 91.
That's in 2 years from now.
Interesting.
Wow.
Wait, 10 years? No, it's 10 years.
2 years from now. I said 2 years.
Oh, 30 years. Okay, sorry. You're right.
So
We're 2
So
years
now
away.
we have Teslas, basically.
We're 2 years away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll have those floating tires.
Well, from what we're
Uh,
seeing in the trailer, that looks cool.
No, it's super
Oh.
cool. So it's called Terminator Resistance.
Okay.
The trailer dropped. It looks fantastic, right? It doesn't look like your,
Doesn't look like
Your
crappy-
typical movie
yeah,
the
your
game.
cereal box game, right, or whatever. But no, it looks really, really cool. I'm excited for it. And let me pull up the release date here because it's really soon.
Yeah, go check out
First-person shooter?
Oh, yeah.
Go check out
yeah.
the trailer. First-person single-player shooter is what it looks like. Which you put me in the Terminator universe fighting Skynet, and I am there.
Which
Yeah,
is
I was
actually
gonna-
our universe,
Yeah.
Yeah.
believe it or not.
So,
Because-
right here,
Like
it'll show
underneath-
the release date. There it
underneath-
is, November 15th.
Underneath, did you see officially licensed Terminator game? That's what it said underneath it.
So November
That's funny.
30th, which is, I mean, to me, this kind of came out of nowhere. I wasn't
They had
expecting
to call
Terminator.
it the real Terminator Resistance game.
Right there, officially licensed Terminator and Terminator 2 product from Studio Canal.
That's
Babe,
funny.
Why do you have to put that small print there? Why?
Do you mind hitting play, James, just to let it go to the release date? It was November 30th, I believe. Or 15th. Sorry, November 15th, which is just.
I love it when games just come out of
I know.
nowhere.
I know. Why don't they do that more often?
Except November 15th. That's that's a pretty crucial time for releasing a game, right?
They have confidence.
That's
right before Christmas.
confidence broke Titanfall 1. It was a fantastic game. Was it Titanfall 1 or Titanfall 2?
Two.
It was Titanfall 2. Really tight game, but it came out in between some monsters.
I'm going to say this.
It did.
I think it was Disney's fault.
Oh, yeah. That's your
That's just my conspiricy theory.
Disney.
You could be like, that's your solution to everything. I could be like, oh, dang, they're out of soda. Well, it's Disney's fault.
Area 51.
Yes, everything is
Area
Disney's
51.
fault.
It's Disney. Disney owns Area 51.
Well, it's Disney's fault.
Yeah, no, that's my new conspiracy. Right? Disney. So although I will be subscribing to their new service,
still
and that's
might-
how they get you.
Stub my
That's how they get
toe.
you.
Damn it, Disney.
Yeah, they're slowly taking over my home. Anyway, Overwatch.
They got a last event.
Yeah,
Latest
this
event,
is actually
sorry.
really cool. So Mark actually didn't know about this, so I'm excited for you to watch this trailer right
Yeah,
here.
well, it's been a terrible week for me.
No,
Lego.
I get you. So we have a Lego-themed Bastion event, which is very cool. It's called Brick Bastion,
Yeah, this
which
is
basically...
it. There's his bricks.
Yeah.
That is so fantastic.
Super cool.
Oh,
So
man.
basically, it's just like they've been doing recently
Like
when you
with
earn
Forza?
different skins. Yeah, they've been doing this for a while. We earned the May skin a little while ago, and then didn't we try and get we got the Reaper American flag skin, which we were really proud
Look at
of.
him.
Yeah, I loved how we got 6 wins in like a half hour, and then it took a week and a half to get the other three, 3 wins.
So basically, same formula. How to get the new Brick Bastion? You win 3 games, you get 2 player icons. Pretty cool. You win 6 games, you get 2 completely useless sprays.
Yep,
And I'm going to say
100%
that.
useless.
Yep. Although, yeah, they're useless. So, but
They're
what's
not
really
giving you very long.
what's really
15
cool?
days. Not even 15 days.
Yeah, what's really cool about the
Just have to win 9 times.
Yeah.
9 times.
And then, of course, when you win 9 games, you earn the new epic skin, Brick Bastion, right? What's
With
really
a-
cool is
worth it.
the skin is super cool, and I actually really think the player icons are cool because they're Lego versions of you'll see it
The
here if you're
heroes.
watching, but yeah, like Hanzo and stuff like that, which is really cool. The sprays, I'm gonna say it one more time because I feel very strongly about this, are 100% useless, and that's just how I feel about it. Yeah, that's just how I feel about it.
That's real. We have a hate
So I really dislike sprays, and I hate that every game is doing them now.
I get the idea behind them, but when you're in a game, I don't care, and you never look at it.
The sprays are cool,
Yeah.
but here's the deal. Don't let me get duplicates of something that has 5,000 of them in the loot crates. That's one of the big reasons.
Well, no, but the
crates
sprays,
suck.
like, they look cool. They're cool pieces of art, but they're
boring.
that I think this is the best. They're boring. Like, so I can spray it on a wall. No one ever
Now
does.
imagine those getting in the way of all the cool stuff.
Yeah. All you're doing is just you're encouraging vandalism with sprays. That's all it is. And I disagree with it.
That's Disney's
And
fault.
I think it was Disney's fault.
Disney got to Blizzard. Does Disney own Lego? Then it is. Then it is Disney's fault. Disney probably has shares in Lego somewhere, right?
They're close by. Blizzard's in Irvine.
I believe
They probably-
Lego. What's the big toy maker? Martin Bradley, or what is it? Milton Bradley or Mattel? Is that Lego?
I don't know. You're
Disney
just
probably
naming
owns
toy
that.
companies
Yeah,
now.
Disney probably owns one of those toy companies that owns Lego.
Starts September 17th if you want to
Yeah,
get
sorry,
this Lego
September
basket.
17th through the 30th. So it's going on right now as we speak. But it's super cool. I'm actually I got to play
so
it.
many times.
No, it really is. Legos are fantastic.
And that brings us to the last segment of our show. Oh yes,
I had it muted.
This is.
I never know with this guy
This is
if the videos are going to be muted or not.
This is the segment where we take your questions. To submit a question, you can do so every single week over on Patreon, patreon.com/positive gaming or XoneBros.com/support. First question comes from Soulfinder. We kind of talked about this, but Soulfinder wants to know, what's your favorite type of gun in Borderlands 3? Type of gun in Borderlands 3.
I like the guns that I have to start with like a gas powered ripstring.
The gas power gun.
There's
And then-
key starters, and you have to start one that goes.
and then when it doesn't, you don't reload it. It just overheats, and when it overheats, my guy takes out a spray bottle and sprays it with water.
That's hilarious.
Those are really cool. Actually, currently my favorite gun right now is, I didn't know this, but apparently so there's fire, corrosive, shock, but there's a new one for Borderlands 3, nuclear or radiation. Yeah, in case you didn't know this, radiation just murders people.
Yeah.
So I have this rocket launcher that
It's a rocket that shoots rockets.
it's shaped like a rocket, and when you
Oh.
shoot
And it
the
even has-
rocket,
it's
it has
like-
jets that come out the back.
It is. It's a rocket gun. It is awesome.
And-
when Jordan was using it, I'm like, we're in the middle of a fight. I'm like, Jordan, just stop. Let me just look at that gun. Holy cow! Because when he shoots, it's a rocket, and flames are coming off the back like it's gonna fly away, and he's shooting rockets out of the rocket.
Did you record this
It's
at all?
Rocketception.
I need to see this.
No,
What
it's a
did
pretty
you-
cool gun. So it's my favorite right now because not only does it look awesome and do that stuff, but it shoots 3 rockets
Three
at a
rockets.
time.
It's the Gallahorn.
And it does radiation damage. Just to give you an example, Mark and I dueled with it last night.
Last duel, I wasted Jordan.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
It was pretty bad.
So this duel, I just pulled out this gun and I
pulled out the rocket
Yeah.
I disintegrated.
It was so awesome.
It wasn't even. It was the battle was 0.76 seconds.
It was so funny.
I was like, ready, go.
And I win.
3 rockets.
He shoots it and just turns around and walks away. He doesn't have to look at you.
Well,
No,
no,
it's-
he preps the fight. This is what he does. He's the guy that makes multiple versions of himself, and he throws out this little
Drone.
drone. Yeah. Again, I hate drones when they're against me, and drone. So it's like, oh great, I have
So
to
there's-
fight 10 of them.
There's a countdown 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. So like
So while
during the
you're doing it,
countdown, I'm
you're prepping?
loading up all
He's
these
like,
guys.
he's loading everything up, and I'm just like, okay,
Will be.
okay, I'm gonna go for that guy.
I just be getting ready to get in my tech suit, mech suit.
Oh,
I
yeah.
actually did do that. And
And-
because of that rocket launcher, I won that fight too.
Yeah.
Yeah, you shouldn't win that fight because that mech is insane.
with a shield on it and everything.
but when you have a radiated rocket,
It's a rocket. That's what it is. It's a rocket.
Well, and seriously, the icing on top is the radiation. Like radiation damage just kills everybody.
It just
So
you're
currently,
like, I survived your.
so currently, my favorite gun right now is that rocket launcher. And I don't think I'm ever gonna sell it, even when I out level it and stuff. I'm always gonna keep that in the bank.
It's so funny because it's like 3, 2, 1, fight, and I was like, "What happened?" I have all this like fart smoke all over the place because it's radiation. Almost, I guess the match is over. I didn't even get a shot off.
Spicy, what's your favorite gun?
Oh, I love the gun that I've had for like 12 levels. I talked about it at the beginning of the show. The
dart gun?
Yeah. It's the fifth element gun.
Oh, yeah.
It is so awesome. I just love that gun. It is, and what's cool about all these guns is every manufacturer has very specific traits. I think it's the Jacob gun that you have to start like an engine.
Oh, okay.
They're the Jacob guns. Mine is I think it's an Atlas gun.
They're the more futuristic-y.
Yeah. But a lot of one of the brands, I might have been Jacobs, I don't know. One of the brands, whenever you reload it, you chuck your gun out and it explodes. Or one of mine, I have one now so I'm shooting it's a shotgun. I shoot my shotgun and when I reload, I just throw the gun when I'm done with it down, and then another one phases into my hands, but it turns into a turret. So I can throw down all these turret guns.
That's cool.
It is the guns. I know that, I think Loyal Doyle last week was concerned about that many guns is just too much, and it's not. It's just a different flavor of ice cream you get to try every time you get a new gun. You know, it's just fun. It's just really fun to have.
That is cool. Yeah, that's
Those
cool.
many
Great
guns.
question. Thank you very much, Soul Finder, for writing in. Next question comes from Michael Mitchell. We already talked about this a little bit, but he said, "Hey, bros, wondering if you guys checked out or heard of Greedfall. Looking at the trailer and gameplay, reminds me a lot of Dragon Age Origins and Dragon's Dogma. It does look good. It seems like it's kind of flying under the radar. It's maybe a smaller studio, so while there's a lot of good about it, there's also a lot of jank. Naturally, I got thinking, how cool would it be for Microsoft to pick up this developer and potentially get some sweet RPGs in their stable? What do you guys think? The studio is called Spiders, or Spider, by the way. Yeah, I mean, I think Microsoft, any chance they get to get a really good studio, that'd be fantastic. Greedfall, I've watched a lot of gameplay of it. I watched a lot of reviews of it. It does look good. It looks right up our alley.
Yeah.
It's Kingdom Come Deliverance, Dragonfall. There it is, right there, actually. It looks beautiful. It's RPG, really good story. I think what everybody's loving about it is the true RPG nature of it. Like, just how you level up your character. Really, your relationships don't matter that much. The other characters aren't necessarily the greatest characters in the world or anything that's in your crew. It's you and how you level up everything that everybody's just super wild about. True fantasy. There it is. Look at the skill trees, the attributes. So cool. It looks like a lot of fun. Greedfall. Yeah, if Microsoft had some exclusives like that, I would be totally down.
Yeah.
How do I not have this game, and how am I not playing it right now?
No, I know,
this
right?
looks amazing.
Borderlands 3.
Yeah, Borderlands 3.
Yeah,
Gears of
that
War,
one.
right?
The
Yeah.
rocket fart gun.
Yeah.
Borderlands 3. That's why. And before that, Gears 5.
Yeah, because I think it just came. It just
just
came
came
out
out.
recently.
It just came out, yeah.
So
That looks so good.
Yeah, there you go. Great question. Thank you very much, Michael Mitchell. Last but not least, we've got Blake Densley, who wrote in. Barbara Blake. He says it's the end of summer. It ends on the 22nd, and today is the 19th.
Yeah.
He said you all had set summer gaming goals. We need a report on those goals. Who accomplished them? Who failed? And,
I don't know my goal, but I'm sure I failed.
And what is your fall gaming goals?
yeah, I failed mine.
What was yours? Yours was like a gamer score one, right?
No. It was to beat Assassin's Creed Odyssey
forgot.
and Wolfenstein.
Oh, mine was to 100% Red Dead Redemption.
And you know what's funny is I did
was
neither
mine?
of those.
I don't know. I didn't do mine either.
Does
I'm
anyone
at
in
eight-
chat remember my goals?
I'm at 80-something% though.
Nah, that's
And I'm tearing it
that's
up.
still failure.
I'm tearing it up in Red Dead Online.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Guys, you got to join me in Red Dead Online.
No, I do. I got to play it this week.
We can posse up and just go.
Yeah.
There are 6-man bounties.
Oh yeah.
Which,
Their version of raids.
oh, you
Oh,
go,
really?
You go. So let's say
You
we
need 6
posse.
people.
Let's say we posse
They're
up,
hard.
right? The three of us. we do a 6-man bounty. You go in, you've got to bring back dead or alive 6 people. And when you start to fight them, a timer goes. And so basically you can only do it if you're leveled up a certain month, because if you get to level, I think it's like 15 in your role as a bounty, you get the paddy wagon, which is yours permanently, that you can drive around and just throw people in the back of the paddy wagon.
The party wagon?
The paddy wagon.
Oh.
But
I like the
some
party
people
Call
call it
mine the party
some
wagon.
people- yeah. But that game is so good. So good anyway.
You could have, I'm thinking of this logistically. You could have one person, the runner.
We did it. Oh, sorry, go ahead. One person the runner.
Yeah. Okay, well, that's all I was going to say. One person, the runner, 2 people shooting them.
Yeah, we just threw a stick of dynamite in the middle of them, and they all died.
Or you could just blow them up.
Yeah, that's basically what we did.
When that poster says dead or alive,
Then when
there's
we
really
turned,
no choice.
then when
I
we
mean,
turned
it's
them in,
dead.
Freeze! Boom!
then when we turned them in, I threw a stick of dynamite up in Strawberry. There's a hotel, and there was probably like 25 people up on the balcony just enjoying life. I threw a stick of dynamite up there, just for good measure. Here's your.
Don't look at me.
We got your bandits, but now we're the bandits. Boom.
Literally.
Next time, get them
Yeah.
yourself and just toss it out.
Yeah, so mine was Red Dead Redemption failed. Jordan failed his. Big Spicy, I wonder what yours was.
This is why I don't do goals.
I probably failed it.
Wait, what? What is that? What is that supposed to mean?
No, I mean,
What is
we
that supposed to
failed.
mean?
Yeah, we
I can
failed.
say that I
You
failed.
probably
You
failed.
can't tell me that I failed.
You failed.
well, if you don't remember it,
I know.
then you probably.
Yeah, why? I don't like this.
Fall goals. Do we have any fall goals? What games are coming out this
What's
fall?
the point? I'm going to forget it anyway.
You know what I would like to do? I would like to play Witcher 3. I've been reading the book. The books. I would like to go back and play that game now that I've read the books and I understand the deeper the characters, all particularly the female characters. My perception of
see,
them has
here
changed
we go.
drastically through reading the books.
I would like to.
So you are now a yen instead of a Triss. I'm telling you,
Well,
you read
here's-
the books and you understand.
Well, here's the thing.
She's a whore.
Well, here's the thing. I like that.
but
in
she's
my
a
ladies.
nice whore.
Yeah.
You know what
She's
I mean?
very
Like, You
nice.
have your bad ones and your nice
I
ones.
don't know. That was really mean. I apologize, Triss. I mean,
But I like
Honestly,
that. in my
I really
ladies.
hope. I really was hoping when you do it with both of them, that would have panned out in the end. But unfortunately, it doesn't. I have
Yeah.
to save. I have a couple save files to prove
Jordan,
that it
that
doesn't.
rarely works out.
I was hoping that I could just bang them. That's what I was hoping.
Well, no, but I could keep them both for myself. It's a very delicate
All right.
balance, Jordan, that
Tuesday,
rarely works
Thursday,
out.
Saturday, and
I figured,
Sunday's
you
my
know,
day
it's,
off.
I figured it's an RPG fantasy game. You know, like it's maybe they play by different rules.
You didn't unlock that perk.
Yeah, that's a very
Well, no, so
hard skill tree to attain.
So you remember when I was going through that game hardcore?
That's NG plus. That's what that is.
No, so you remember when I was going through that game pretty
Oh,
hardcore?
yeah. Oh, I remember.
So I had the strategy guide, and I'd go page for page and stuff like that because I knew
Speaking
it had
of
multiple
strategy guides,
endings.
I need my Red Dead one back.
Oh,
That's why
okay,
I
okay.
failed my goal. You took my book.
Yeah, a week
you
ago.
keep cutting him off. Finish, Jordan.
Sorry, you took
So
my book.
I went through basically not to spoil the game for me, but because there's multiple endings and I wanted to see them all because I really loved this game. Right. Anyway, I had a save where you actually slept with both of them. And it doesn't work out for you.
Saved
in the end.
it
Yeah.
For
purposely.
science. It's
He
for
saved-
science.
he
Yeah.
saved it.
Because that would have
Oh,
been
it
my.
doesn't work out for
Yeah,
both
see
of
Jordan
them?
sitting there being like, I got to save this. Can
Well,
you believe
'cause
what
I-
just happened?
hold on.
I am
Yeah,
making
yeah,
a
yeah.
save
This is
point.
important.
I had like
Save
I had,
point right
I
here.
had like.
This is the guy who said he has no friends because
Yeah.
he can't.
I have got to show David this. They're not going to
What
believe me.
No, I had like 3 or 4 different save files.
Summer
right?
goals. Bang them both.
I had 3 or 4 different save files, and whichever ending I liked the best, I was going to make that one my canon.
Yeah.
You know, and I was really shooting for that one, but it didn't work out the way you want it to.
It rarely does.
Trust me.
It rarely does.
So that was unfortunate. Hopefully, Cyberpunk fixes that issue in this. in the movie.
Oh my gosh, you made me spit my water out.
I mean, if Keanu Reeves is guiding you,
he
that
would be
game,
the one that could do it.
he's the one. He's got the right attitude.
It's my mom, dude.
If your canon works on both ladies, then yeah.
No canon, as in like
How
storyline.
did you do that though? Like, did Did you really replay all those quest lines to get to the?
No, because the book, the strategy guide, which is why I got the strategy guide, tells you like, hey,
You got the strategy guide to figure out how to lay them. All right, what's the
guide.
best tree to go through to get my money's
The
worth?
Menage strategy.
It's on page 69.
Chapter in the book. Chapter 9. The Menage.
no. So what it would do is because there's multiple different endings, not just with who you end up with, but how the game ends and stuff like that, right? So and I wanted because I love this game, right? So I wanted to do all
I
of
can
them.
see why now.
So it also now makes sense why Jordan was so depressed at the end of that game after he played it. We thought he was just burnt out.
No,
It's because it didn't work out, man. It did not work out.
Yeah.
His dreams were crushed.
No, so
on the
Couldn't
rocks
check
of
them both off
reality.
the list.
Crushed on the rocks of reality.
Like I said, so I basically did all the endings I could, and
Yeah.
I picked the best one for my story, like canon,
Yeah,
story
I got
canon,
it.
right? So actually, fun fact: you can sleep with two people. The witch lady, you remember her?
Oh,
one
the
that you know-
sorceress.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
No one
wanted
cares
to-
about her. So if you sleep with her, you can sleep with anybody else. You're good. Like no one cares about her.
Yeah.
So
okay.
just so you know,
Where she's the one who transferred.
you just can't
to
do the trifecta.
her the hot tub
Yeah,
area.
that one.
Yeah. Okay.
That one. Yeah, she doesn't tell anybody, so she keeps your secret. Just so you know.
Well, Trish and Yennefer are best friends.
That started straight says Chapter 6, Menage. Chapter 7, Get a Checkup. Chapter 8, How to Raise a Child. Oh, well done. Well, Jordan, there you go.
Yes.
Well, so
No,
that was
all
your,
in all.
that's your fall goals to bang them both.
No, my final goal is to do Witcher. Jordan just
To
said
do
that.
Witcher.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
we'll
who
call
are you
that-
going to choose, Triss or Yennefer? Because you do have to make a choice at some point in the game.
No, see, my opinion of Triss, Spicy nailed it. My opinion
You
of
read-
Triss has altered slightly.
I told you this many times,
But
when we
I
would bring
don't-
this up.
But it's
many
like
years
this, like-
ago, I
it's like
said
this.
if you read the books,
But it's
your
li-
mind will change.
But it's like this. If this is the scale of liking Triss, loving Triss, and hating Triss, I've moved, like I'm right in the middle right now. It's
well,
like
yeah, she's hot.
It's like and I see where she's coming from. Like I don't mind a little bitchiness in my lady. That's basically Triss. I don't mind it at all.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I
Okay.
can see that.
We can talk after the show.
You do have her in the first two games, though. So I mean,
Literally.
the
Yeah.
third game you can
Toss her aside.
you can take Yennefer.
Well,
She still likes you.
The Witcher sounds. Maybe I don't want to play The Witcher. It's too many.
I
too many
remember-
decisions.
Too
No,
many
I
variables.
remember-
Too many variables here.
I'll let you borrow my book. I remember when I told Triss no.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's like a moment.
Dude, I tell you, I actually
Triss
like-
loves you though.
Well, I know.
Triss
This
is
is,
that's
this
what
is what
I'm
I'm telling you,
saying.
man.
Smitten with you.
Geralt knows how to break up with people.
I mean, he's a heartbreaker.
Yeah. Like Geralt, he knows what he's doing, man.
I mean, look what he. Yeah.
Have you read all the short stories yet?
No.
The Witcher's.
No.
Those are
That's
good.
the second book, right?
Yeah,
Or something
those
like
are
that.
so good.
No, not
you,
yet.
Yeah, you learn a lot about other characters, and they're sad.
You
Yeah,
like
I will say,
Dandelion.
guys, I highly
What's that?
recommend.
Dandelion is.
Yeah,
I highly recommend-
Dandelion's story is so good.
Yeah, I highly recommend the Witcher stories, the books, guys. I thought that, I bet you the game's way better. No, the books, they're fantastic.
It makes the game
makes
even
the game
better.
Yeah.
Well, because like Mark said, in the game, when you don't know it makes sense why Geralt and Dandelion are friends, and they're good
Yeah.
friends. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, then
he's
you-
actually a very good character.
You get to learn where Geralt meets other characters, like their first
Well,
encounter.
you meet Dandelion right away in the Witcher.
yeah, but
Yeah,
he already
yeah.
knew him, right?
Oh, at that
but,
point. Oh, okay.
but in the short,
This is like their
in-
prequel.
yeah, short
Like
story
their-
kind of tells a
how
little
they
bit.
meet.
in the book of the short stories, you learn it's a short story about Dandelion and his old girlfriend, basically, and it's a good story.
Yeah, Witcher books, guys, are fantastic.
Really
I highly
good, really
recommend
good.
them.
Yeah.
Well, I think that derailed. I don't think we have any goals except to just play as many games as we can and start beating them. I realize
I'm
I
gonna
don't
make
beat
my
games.
my goal's gonna be easy. I'm gonna beat Borderlands 3 because I know I'm gonna do that.
Well, can you beat it twice? Because that game is meant for NG plus.
I know someone that's on their third go through right now.
Holy crap!
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know someone who's on their fourth go
He's-
through right now.
He's got the book.
No, he's a beast.
I don't really know someone.
He's a monster. Guys,
You want me to hit that button?
let's hit that button. Because
All
guess
right.
what, guys? That does us for this week. Thank you
All
very much
right.
for joining us. We've learned all kinds of new things this week on the show. We've learned that Jordan went for the Menage and failed in Witcher.
Yeah.
It was just one of the endings that you
You
have
didn't
to
get
get,
that
right?
achievement.
It was for science. It
He
was an
failed.
ending, right? I know now what happens in that ending.
Again, though, thank you very much for joining us, guys. If you didn't know, we have an official Instagram, XoneBros on Instagram. Go follow us over on Instagram. It's probably one of our main social medias. It's the XoneBros official on Instagram. There's a lot of behind-the-scene pictures that go up there. One just went up for producer. So there you go. Oh, sorry, I totally forgot about the
Oh, no,
timer.
you can still go.
Oh,
I
that
mean,
was good. Hey, that was skillful. That was
you.
skillful. We're just keeping the music going. Guys, thank you very much. We love you. We will see you guys next week. Bye-bye.